What's your name?
My name is Imran Shafi.
And how old are you?
I am 21 years old.
Where are you from?
I am from Sita Alam.
What religion are you practicing right now?
Well, I'm a Muslim, so I'm practicing Islam.
Have you ever been to a temple before?
Nope.
Why is this?
Because I'm a Muslim, so I don't see any reason to go to a temple. So
Okay. What do you think a temple will be like?
I think it's gonna be filled with practicing Buddhists, statues, and I guess statues of dragons, and a lot of red colors in buildings. So yeah, that's why.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Alright.
Let's go!
Good. Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Lin Chong.
How old are you?
I'm 22 this year.
And where are you from?
I'm from Subang.
What religion are you practicing?
I'm practicing Buddhism now, all my life.
Have you ever been to a mosque before?
No,
Why?
because I'm a Buddhist, so what's the need for me to go a mosque?
What do you think a mosque will be like?
I think it will be white in color, green in color, and then a very big space. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, are you excited?
Yeah, I am, because it's the first time going to a mosque.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can start from there first.
My name is Zavita, I'm 25 years old and I'm from Tamanton,
Okay, so currently, what religion are you practicing?
Islam.
Have you been to a temple? Sorry.
Temple,
And why is that?
never really had a reason to.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. So what do you expect, like, this place of worship to be like?
I expect it to be filled with tourists at this point. And yeah,
Yeah. How you feel about climbing 200 steps?
scared but excited as well.
Okay.
Hello everyone, we are on our way to the temple. Woo! So Imran, this temple they started building this temple from 1981, but of course they have like renovated it.
This big as well. Malaya first gained independence. They wanted a symbol of independence, and this is one of the symbols of independence, of Malaya's independence before it became Malaysia. So, as you can see, we're walking towards the mosque, and we are gonna take a look inside. I'm gonna show you how the process, how the rituals work, and why is it for, and hopefully you'll learn something new.
How do about the whole climb?
Tiring. It's really crazy tiring.
Yeah.
The thing that some people do is do this like frequently
Yeah, they do.
for prayers. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
I've done it once and I think I'll be done.
What do you think of the temple inside it and the shrines and stuff like that?
I didn't expect this. I didn't expect them to have like multiple different shrines at every part of the cave. I thought it was gonna be like one main temple inside and another one probably up there.
Cool. Is it better after the whole climb and there's like a huge limestone cave in here?
Yes, it is. It's actually quite a nice sight.
Yeah, it's quite breezy as well. Yeah, so this is really cool stuff. That statue apparently has been around as long as the late 1800s at least, so pretty big thing in Malaya. So you can see people are having prayers, getting blessings for a lot of reasons really. Much like how we ask for God or from Allah for blessings and prayers as well. So
Normally, we'll make like a small donation, like maybe $2, and then we'll take like 4 sticks. Glittering lights at the end of the tunnel.
So, while the prayers can be performed anywhere in the world, the mosque is usually I would say the most popular place for prayers. So as you can see inside the main hall,
That is called like doing a program up then they will separate for
as you can see, there's an example of a group of people performing the prayers. So today is now is so I could say this all you can see is early afternoon. There's 5, 9.
So you see the elephant god, that's Ganesh, and that should be Shiva and Parvati. Story about the race that they had of how they raced each other, seeing if they could circle the world the fastest. And Ganesha's brother, he races. He gets on a horse and starts racing the whole world, but what Ganesh did was just circle his parents because his parents is his world. So that's why he's the god of wisdom. So cool beans, cool stuff. Ganesh, very smart guy.
Well, I can see that it's really big and it's really red and it's on top of a hill, so it has a really nice view. And the place is, I guess, there's a sense of, I guess you could say, calmness when you enter the place.
It's very unique, very big. Yeah, because of the design and the dome design and everything. Yeah.
not what I expected. I initially thought there would be one huge temple inside the cave.
And that's about it?
Yeah, but now I know that there's a few temples, a few different temples and a few different shrines. So yeah, that's nice.
I feel that this is something that we as Malaysians should understand, to get to know each other more in detail and respect each other's culture.
Yeah, I'm inspired. And another thing that their direction they are facing towards this this place in Mecca, where it's the holiest place in earth, on earth, right? So every mosque are on that direction, which is the Qiblat direction. So I think that's really special.
I always felt that Hinduism is very deeply rooted into its history, but I think I can't say much because I don't know that much about it.
Yeah.
But at least today I think I learned a lot more than I did before. And,
Do you have a new profound appreciation for people who do Thai Pusam?
yes, yes, because I saw like this woman crawl up the stairs from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the ways that she wanted
To worship.
cleanse her soul.
Right.
And yeah, I thought people only do things like that during Thai Pusam, so I didn't know that it's also like throughout the year you can kind of do that.
I feel that I've learned a lot. I found out how the Buddhist people pray, how they pray, and the meaning behind those prayers, the symbolization of the statues. I know what red means now. I guess that's mostly the things that I've learned so far.
What we can learn from them is they have these 5 pillars of Islam, where the second one is where every man must come to mosque and pray, okay, so that they are spiritually better, or they won't go to wrongdoings or
A lot more about their different gods and how spiritual they are, I guess. Because they're very in tune with the spiritual side.
Yeah.
Yes, I would recommend to come here and learn and understand how Buddhism works, and see the place, how it works, how the place is.
I recommend my friends to come here is because their practice are actually really calm compared to what you see on the news, where they are very violent and everything. Architecture-wise, it's really unique, and it's like different from what we see in the world. So it's an experience to come here to experience the whole thing and to see their prayers, how they work, and then clean themselves and what to wear and everything. So yeah, it's a great experience.
Yes.
Why?
It's a good way to learn about the different religions, because sometimes when you see things from the outside point of view, you don't really get a clear picture of what it's like to be people who worship a certain religion.
Yeah.
So when you're in that temple itself, you can see how they worship. You can kind of cancel this normal stereotypes that you hear if you don't go